Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky here today. I'm getting it done. I am getting it done. I had a bunch of things from my last haul, a bunch of things to go through. So there's going to be a lot of videos coming up before I get back to my more creative videos of using things that I have and looks and the astrological series. I've not given up on it. I'm getting back to it, but it has been crazy. And so I want to get through these items before they start selling out because a lot of them are limited edition or they're so far in the past nobody cares, and that may be happening now. But here we go anyway. So this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. People love the highlighters, you know, people love them. And so there was one recently released that I finally picked up after, I think about a month after it was released, but it's the Amrezy highlighter. And I picked it up during the Sephora sale. And I've been using this for about a week. And what I like is it's around, I think it was $28. So I'll put it to the side, but I did get it for 20% or 15% off during the sale. And this is what it looks like. Yes, it's really, really pretty. And what I like is that this thing is going to last you forever. I didn't want to go across the waves. I'm a total nerd like that. And so what I've been doing is I've been using it on the side right here. So I've been using it on the side and slowly using it that way. And the thing is, you can't even see. There's absolutely no dent in this thing. No dent whatsoever. So this thing is going to last forever. You can give it to your children, your great-grandchildren, or, you know, to whoever. Because this thing is going to last centuries, okay? It really is. This is a highlighter for the ages. But as you can see, it's this absolutely beautiful gold color. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and swatch it as well, just so you can see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Just a beautiful color. It really is. Now, I don't have any highlighter on at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. So it's really nice. It's compact. It has a mirror. You can go ahead and put it on with either your finger or a brush. So I'm going to use a brush right now, because that is the way that I was mostly using it. And this is what it looks like. Now, what I did find that if you want a more dramatic look, for some, you know, now some people may be disappointed because, as you can see, it's not the most dramatic highlighter. And I think with the way that it looked, and the most of Anastasia Beverly Hills, their highlighters tend to be really like, wow. This one's a little bit more muted. So if you want a brighter look, you're going to have to build it up or use your fingers to do that. Because I feel like using your fingers really improves the vibrancy of it. But using a brush, that's about what you're going to get unless you really build and build and build. And then I'll just do a little bit on the tip, which I like to do. And I do like to go up the rim. I know some people don't, but whatever. I do. So I just did it. Okay, so this is what it looks like fully on the face. Like I said, I tend to do it on the cheeks here, and then I'll put it underneath the eyebrow as well, just to give it a pop. I tend to do that. I like to match underneath the eyebrow and then bring it down across the cheekbone and then a little bit on the nose. I don't do on the chin or mouth or on the forehead. That's just not my way. I tend to be kind of more of a minimalist when it comes to makeup. Yeah, I'm wearing some, but that's just kind of my style, as I don't like to totally overdo the highlight for me, just because I have a really busy life. So I basically have to go from one thing to another, to another, to another. So I need a look that's going to go across the board, and this works for me. What I will say is that there may be a little bit of disappointment with this because, like I said, I think people are used to very bright highlighters with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is not necessarily, as you can see. It just, I think, with somebody of my skin tone especially, so if somebody with a fair skin tone like myself or light medium, it's definitely going to be gentler on your skin because it's going to match your skin tone a lot more than if it had silver in it, you know, or kind of an opal white to it. So it's going to be a more natural kind of pop color. Also, it isn't the most pigmented one on the planet. It's just not. So if you want to build it up, you can definitely do it to get more of a bright highlight, but you're going to have to work for it a little bit. Even still, I think it's really beautiful because I'm more into a natural looking highlight, and this delivers exactly what I like. So this has been really easy to go to for many different looks. It just works for cool tones. It works for warm tones. I will say it does work a little bit better for warm tone looks than it does for cool tone looks, but I've used it for both and I think it's just beautiful. What I will say is that it may not last quite as long as some of the other highlighters that I have. It definitely stays there. You know, it stays this vibrancy for the first 4 or 5 hours, but towards the 5-hour mark, it started to lose about 50% of its vibrancy for me. So for me, I had to add it back on or just accept the fact that it wasn't going to be as vibrant, which I usually ended up doing because I really don't have time during the day to just redo it again. That's not my style. But that's kind of what I felt with this. Now, part of it is I do have oily skin by nature, but even still, there's other highlighters out there that I use with my oily skin, and they do like stay on there. And this one didn't do it as much, so it does lose a little bit of vibrancy throughout the day. I think it laid really well across the skin. I don't think that it like stuck too much into the pores or anything. A little bit. There's some highlighters that lay just over it and don't accent like imperfections within the skin, because I had a little bit of a breakout last week because I was on a plane, and being on a plane, yeah, it messes with your skin. It's fantastic. So I still have a little bit right there, and I do feel that it does show a little bit of the texture of your skin. So it doesn't necessarily lay on top of it like some highlighters do. I don't think it's bad. There are some where it just accents everything. This does slightly. You can definitely, I don't know if you can, but you can see it here that it does accent the texture a little bit, but it's not horrible. But just be wary of that if that's something that you don't like, that it does tend to do it, but I don't think it's horrible. All in all, I think this is a really great highlighter. I'm really happy with it. I think that it could work year round. Again, I do feel it works better for warm tones, but I just think it's beautiful. It's very natural. Nobody's gonna clock it like, wow, that's a highlight. You know, it's very natural. I think it would work really well on most skin tones. It may be a little bit darker for somebody of my skin tone, but I do find it works well. But I think it's gonna work really well for like medium, even like some like medium to deeper skin tones. But I think the deeper you go, this may be a little bit too light, depending on what you're looking for or the style you're looking for. So I think it's a good highlighter. I do, especially for the price, and you get tons of product, and I really can't complain because I got 15% off, which made it even better. Do I think it's the best highlighter out there? No, I don't. I think there's some that are lower price, perhaps. Like ColourPop has ones that are very similar to this, and you know, so if you're looking for something that's a little bit at a more affordable price, may I suggest the ColourPop highlighters. They are just absolutely beautiful, and they work really well and are very similar to this. If you know, a little bit different. I have some reviews on that, but I tend to really love the ColourPop highlighters. They could do no wrong for the most part in my eyes. So if you're looking for that, you may want to pick that up because it's more affordable. For one highlighter, you know, it's near $30. Some may go, I don't think so, but I think it's good. I think it's good. Do I think it's amazing and you need to pick it up now? No, I don't. But it's good, and if you don't have a lot of highlighters, this is good. If you have a lot of highlighters, you probably don't need this. It's very dupeable. We've seen it again and again. Save yourself some money, but if you have a new collection and you're adding to it, this would be really nice. And I like it. Then I have a ton of highlighters, and I'm definitely not disappointed that I picked it up. So I think this is a great one for the collection, just because I feel that it's very wearable in the end and perfect for what I'm going for. So that is my review today of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. Let me know what you think. Maybe you're all highlighted out, because these things last forever. That's when you start using them as eyeshadow. Get them out of there. I know, I said I wasn't buying anymore, and here I am. So, until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye.